Good morning. It's Stacy from PeonyLaneDesigns.com. Have you subscribed to the channel yet? If not, click the little blue button. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, comment down below, like this video, and click the bell icon to be notified. We're in the she shop. Yay! I gotta get to work on my client pieces. So these two cabinets, I've got one down here, which I don't think you can see it. It's a short file cabinet. And then this cabinet over here, both of them are laminate. Neither one of them are wood. And both of them, she wants distressed. This is the doctor that we did the black chair for and the blue chair for and the mirror for, and I've done a lot of projects for her. This one's a challenge, y'all. I am not gonna lie, because distressing back to laminate when she wants it to look like wood underneath is going to be an art project. Like, there's gonna be steps. I told her it's gonna take a hot second. And this thing is very rickety. It doesn't have a back on it. And I've contacted her. I said, because I can't just, I don't have a blank check. I can't just say, I'm going to fix it. Of course I want to fix it. This thing is not stable without the back. And the back has somehow come off of it. And I'm like, I'll just put it back on it. And then I'm like, I would have to charge her, and I got to make sure it's okay with her. I think it will be. I mean, who doesn't want their furniture to be stable? But I reached out to her, and then she also has on here like super bright silver hardware, which I'll get you guys over to see these pieces in a minute. I'm just going through my thought processes right now. And I asked her if she wanted to keep them, because there's bright silver feet and bright silver knobs. Can I can't talk today. Bright silver knobs. And it just doesn't fit that rustic look that she has on everything else. So I'm like, do we want to maybe switch that up? And I can do a little magic trick on the feet, maybe. Or what do we want to do here? So we'll see. We'll see what she comes back with, if she wants the handles to match the distressing or what she's got going on. We'll figure it out. We'll figure this out. I'm gonna figure this out. And then I am going to tell you the products that I'm using on this, because I've had so many questions about how do we paint laminate? How do we paint laminate? We've done this. You guys, we've done it before. We've done it before on this channel. There's on my blog, PeonyLaneDesigns.com. It's not just a catchphrase. It's a resource. Go there. You can type in paint on laminate and it'll come up, and all the links are there. All the, it's there. All the information is there. So I keep forgetting to like direct people there. So even if like you've forgotten we did a video a long time ago and you're like, how do I look back through all her hundreds, we're talking thousands now, over 1,000 videos, hundreds of videos. How do I find it again? Don't. Go to the blog. Go to the blog and type in the search bar what you're looking for. Because if you remember I did something, it's probably more than likely up there on the blog. Okay? So a lot of the things that we did here went over for a companion piece on the blog, because there are people that don't learn through watching, they learn through reading, and vice versa. So we're trying to balance out, and it's a nice reference to have on the blog. So for those of you who are like, you can have your phone open and go, okay, and she said to do what, right? So there's a lot of like I use the liquid sandpaper, and people have a lot of questions about the liquid sandpaper. Go to the blog. Go to the blog. Go to the link on the blog. Go to liquid sandpaper. It will come up. And then you can use that while you're using it as a reference, so that you're not like going, what did she say in the video? What did she say in the video? It's all there. It's all there, okay? But I'm going to show you what I'm using because this is important. Laminate needs a high adhesion or high, what do they call it? A bonding primer. A high-tech primer. Now, Kills is not the only one that makes a high bonding primer. I have my doubts about some of the other high bonding primers, okay? I'm not going to specifically call out anything, but if I'm holding this and I'm showing you this, I will put links in the description below for those of you who might want to buy a can of this. It'll probably be an affiliate link. I don't know. If it is, it's an affiliate link. There's a reason I'm holding this can, guys. Okay? I'm not going to say anything bad about other ones. They're out there. But I'm holding this can. Okay? This bonding primer has to go down first over both pieces. That's what's going to keep paint on laminate. Yes, I'm going to hear like a million chalk paint minions out there screaming, just use chalk paint, just use chalk paint. Even with chalk paint, I would use this primer. And I'll tell you why. Chalk paint takes a very long time to cure. And chalk paint does not hold up under scrubbing. These are going to doctor's offices. They get cleaned regularly. That's why it looks like it does right now. She has to scrub this down and make it sanitary every day. Every day. Like, no, chalk paint ain't going to do it for me. And chalk paint will paint over laminate, yes. But it's going to take you a long time for that paint to cure. So if you're painting over laminate and you plan on using it in less than, say, 2 months, it's not going to stay. It's going to scratch. It's going to come off. It's not, no. It is not the cure-all that everyone thinks it is, okay? There are some all-in-one paints I've been told are very good. I don't use them because they're super expensive. And I think if this is something that you're not doing professionally, maybe that's a good option for you. But I can't spend $40 on a quart of paint. I can't. My clients aren't gonna, oh, the paint's $40 and then you've got my time on top of it. Oh no. Oh no, no. No. It's not gonna work. Okay? So we need to do what we need to do. And of course I don't use a whole quart of paint for a client project. Some of them I might. Depends on the project. But for me, there's a trade-off there. You know, I mean, I don't really do a lot with all-in-ones. So they'd have to come down significantly in price. I can get a gallon of paint plus stuff, plus brushes and rollers for the cost of a quart of all-in-one. So you've all heard me talk about that before. You've heard me rant about that before. So it's not news to anyone who's watched this channel for any length of time. I'm not saying I don't like them. I'm saying I can't afford them. Can't do it. I need my coffee. But if you want to spend all that money, you go right ahead. I do not know how to advise you as far as laminate all-in-ones. All-in-ones on laminate. I'm not going to try it on a client piece. I would have to try it on something I was going to keep before I could tell you if I was happy with that. Does that make sense? So, adhesion is what this is called. And it works. So I did this on Victoria's desk. It was a laminate, and I mean plasticky laminate from the 1960s. And it was like high gloss laminate from the 60s, plastic. This is a slightly nicer laminate, but Victoria's desk is still holding up. It's been living with her for a couple years now. I'm just saying. If it can survive a teenager for a couple of years, this stuff's gonna work. So, I mean, I don't want her calling me the next day and saying, it's scratched. Once this leaves her clinic, she's gotta, you know, make do until I get it back to her. And then to distress back, we're gonna use the Retique It. The fake wood. Fake wood. That's what we're gonna use underneath it. I need to figure out what stain I'm gonna put on it. If I remember correctly, the chair had kind of a dark oak color to it. This is a good start, but I think I want to get like a, maybe this one. What do we got here? Maybe a red mahogany would be pretty. Might be a little too dark under the black, but this is, they're going to be painted, both of them are going to be painted black again. Both of them are, one is like an espresso. This one down here is, that you can't see is an espresso. This is black. They're going to be black. And then we'll put the smoke over the top, and that'll be it. But I'm going to sand and prep. Before I do, here is the little file drawer, and this is the cabinet that's a little, as you can see, wobbly, a lot wobbly, and I would love to fix it, but I need her authorization to go ahead and buy a new backing for it. But there we are. Yeah, those are what we're working on. Espresso, black espresso, and they're sanded. Okay. So I gave it a light sand over the whole thing so that the primer has something to bite into. So for those of you who are like, if it's a high-tech primer, why do I need to sand it? You will never be sorry you prepped a surface. Let me repeat that. You will never be sorry that you prepped a surface. Tiny bit of sanding can save you a lot of aggravation down the line. Okay? I'm going to get the sanding dust cleaned off this, but I wanted to show you what we're dealing with. So this is a laminate, and this was already chipped up. You can see right here, it looks like I missed blending that in, but I sanded this away to get rid of the deep divots that we had, that like this one here, where my nail can kind of sink into that top plastic. I don't know, it's not really wood. So that's why this is a bit more of a challenge. And then if she wants a country rustic look, I don't feel like these are appropriate, or the bright silver feet down here. So if you can see it's actually reflecting my floor down there. Let's see. Right there. So it's just, I feel like these are not the appropriate pieces. I feel like these it needs something else. Either I need to do something to these, or they need different knobs. And there's 4 knobs, and then the 4 really bright silver feet. Oh, I missed another spot. Good Lord, Stacy. And I'm gonna hit those, and then we're gonna clean it up and yeah, start rolling on some primer. It's always something. This is the drawer for the cabinet. Somebody's made a repair, not a very good one, not a very skilled one, and this is pressed plywood. So they ripped out the drawer front, screw on the bottom. It's extremely loose and it's not plumb, so it's not going back in. And then I found this. I'm gonna say that's not good. So that's gonna have to be repaired, whether she wants it repaired or not. I can't leave it like that. And the other problem is this appears to have been spray painted over laminate. That's not good. I can no longer guarantee the paint job for her. So because I didn't know that, so you can see down here, till I start taking things apart, then I discover things. Spray paint's not going to stay on laminate, you guys. It's going to stay for a short period of time and give you a quick boost, but it's not going to work very well. As you can see, like it's all coming off and flaking, and I can't guarantee it because I'm going to have to paint over the top of this. I can't strip down the spray paint. And after I do that, I could put the primer over it all day long. It doesn't mean it's going to stay because there's still going to be spray paint under here. So that's extremely frustrating. I'm going to have to let her know that I can't guarantee the paint job because of this. So I'm going to remove the screws here, pull this side of the drawer off, and get this repair underway. All right, I had lunch and, you know, had time to think about it. I'm going to have to use the wood restore from JB Build. This stinks terribly bad. So it's extremely toxic. Once I put this on, I have to stop and leave the room and let this cure. It's like putting Bondo on stuff. It's not a pleasant smell. So I'm going to do that and get that drawer fixed, that hole in the drawer. Let me show you. We're going to fill that so that we can screw the pieces back together again and not have to try and do whatever trick they were trying to do with the glue and the nails and all that good stuff. I'm going to have to tell her just to call me next time. Can at least walk you through it. Please don't do that. Don't do that. She okayed the new handles, not having those on there because I was like, ugh. They're not right. The feet aren't right. Nothing's right. Nothing's right. She just let me get a new cabinet. She also approved the new back. So I have to go to the hardware store at some point. It's not going to be today. This is the one day I don't have to get in the car and drive anywhere because the kiddo is staying at a friend's and overnight, and I don't have to go anywhere. So I'm not going to. I'm going to just do what I can in here for now. And once I get the wood repair done, I have to leave the room. And I don't know how much more I'll get done tonight, but we'll see. Well, we've moved on to the winter portion of our months. I just took the dog out and I can't see anything. This is still not dry. The repair. So I'm leaving it for the night. I've moved into my comfy cozy. And I'm going to rest for the rest of the night. I know it wasn't a great video, but after yesterday, I think it's just better than, you know, at dying. So it was a good day to just be slow. Just relax. Do our thing. So I'll have to figure out when I can get a backing for this thing. I think I'll just do like a beadboard panel or something. I have real beadboard. I don't know if I want to do a real beadboard. Anyway. Yeah, I could. But I'm just worried that won't make it stable enough. Decisions will be made. Let's just put it that way. Thanks for watching, you guys. Happy junkin'. Stay warm. Bye. Visit my blog, peonylanedesigns.com, for more tips, tricks, and inspiration. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll be notified of new videos. I post every week, DIY tutorials, and of course, more junkin' videos.